Hey everyone, Greg here, and today I'm demonstrating an incredibly simple AI workflow designed to transform your long podcast episodes into a massive stack of shareable clips automatically. Seriously, you can completely forget about manually slicing up 3 hours of dense footage ever again. The specific tool I've been stress testing for a while now is called Vizard, and it handles almost all the heavy lifting for you. It expertly finds the most engaging moments, trims them into perfect social-ready clips, automatically adds captions, manages multi-speaker layouts, and can even queue them up for posting. If you want to follow along live, a link for a free trial is waiting for you right down in the description box. Let's jump straight into the dashboard to see precisely how this entire process functions. Once you're successfully logged into the platform, you'll notice the interface is intentionally kept very chill and straightforward. Up in the top corner, you'll see the prominent upload button if you prefer dropping in an MP4 file directly from your hard drive. However, my preferred method, which saves the most initial time, is simply pasting a YouTube URL straight into the dedicated import box. For this specific walkthrough, I am pasting the link to a recent long-form interview that I conducted. Remember, when you use your own content, always ensure you have the proper rights to repurpose and share that original recording. After you paste that URL and hit the import button, you just wait a few brief seconds for the system to grab all the necessary metadata and the full transcript. Once the analysis is complete, the AI immediately presents a few crucial options to guide its search parameters. First, you must label the content type, which I select as podcast, so the AI understands the format. Next, you define your maximum clip length, and I typically cap this around 10 minutes so the resulting clips feel perfectly snackable for mobile viewing. You also have the optional but super handy ability to drop in specific keywords to help prioritize certain discussion topics. For example, dropping in phrases like campaign strategy biases the AI toward finding those specific high-value segments automatically. Moving on, we arrive at the truly fun section, which is customizing the visual style presets for your clips. Scroll through the various caption styles until you find a vibe that perfectly resonates with your established brand identity. Personally, I often gravitate toward a clean, professional lower third caption style for most general use cases. However, there are plenty of bolder, much flashier options available if you are targeting something like TikTok or fast-paced Instagram Reels. Crucially, this is also where you select the output aspect ratio, which is vital for platform optimization. You can choose the standard wide 16.9 for YouTube, the vertical 9:16 for Shorts, or the square format for traditional Instagram feeds. For this specific test run, I am maintaining the 16.9 ratio because my primary goal is still to drive traffic back to the main YouTube episode. Once you are completely satisfied with all your initial parameters, you simply click the big Generate Clips button and let the magic happen. The artificial intelligence then meticulously goes through the entirety of the long recording, searching for moments of peak engagement potential. It targets strong opinions, perfectly timed punchlines, genuine emotional peaks, or any segment showing a clear spike in speaker energy. It then automatically slices and dices those segments into a ready-to-use batch of unique promotional clips for you. Depending heavily on the initial source length, this generation process might take anywhere from 10 minutes up to maybe half an hour. Crucially, you are totally free to walk away and work on something else while this powerful processing is occurring in the background. In the specific test I ran using a 3-hour session, Vizard successfully returned dozens upon dozens of high-quality clips. 50-plus clips derived from just one recording is actually quite normal for a deep, insightful interview format. This capability is truly the growth multiplier for creators because it populates your entire content calendar for weeks effortlessly. More touchpoints across social media naturally lead to greater discovery and funneling more viewers back to your main long-form show. Now, if you want to fine-tune any of the AI's suggested cuts, you just click the edit button associated with that specific clip. Clicking edit instantly drops you into a lightweight but very capable dedicated editor environment. On the right side, you get an immediate live preview of how the final clip looks and sounds right now. The entire source transcript for just that selected clip is displayed clearly on the left-hand panel for easy reference. Down below everything, you'll find the timeline featuring basic but functional trim handles for precise adjustments. This setup contains virtually everything you need without ever having to launch heavy-duty software like Premiere Pro. You can quickly scrub through that transcript text to instantly jump to any specific line you want to adjust. It allows you to precisely nudge those in and out points on the visual timeline for accuracy. You even have simple tools available to split a current segment or join two separate smaller segments together seamlessly. The layout controls are incredibly flexible, giving you power over how the final video appears across platforms. Even if you initially chose horizontal, you can flip any clip to the vertical 9:16 format with just a single click for a Shorts version. Caption customization is surprisingly granular, allowing you to control the text appearance in great detail. You can easily move the captions from the bottom position up to the top of the screen if necessary. Furthermore, you can fine-tune the font sizes and adjust colors to ensure maximum on-screen readability. I often introduce a subtle outline or border effect so the captions remain clear regardless of the background footage. While I rarely move the captions to the top, Having that specific option is invaluable when the lower third conflicts with important visual elements. One feature that I absolutely love is Vizard's ability to automatically inject AI-suggested B-roll footage into your cuts. Simply hit the Add B-roll button, and the system will smartly insert relevant stock shots and motion graphics for visual interest. This visual variety is critical for viewer retention, especially on platforms where users scroll past content incredibly quickly. Another button I test on every single clip is the Enhance Audio feature for smart, automated cleanup. This tool includes sophisticated features like removing those overly long, awkward silences between thoughts. It also strips out annoying filler words like those common ums and uhs that clutter up natural speech. Finally, it runs a powerful speech enhancement pass to reduce ambient background noise and make the host voices really pop. While it's not a miracle worker on truly messy audio for most standard podcasts, this tightens everything up significantly. Once you are completely happy with all your edits on a clip, you press the Save button to finalize those changes. The system then bakes everything down, and you are returned to the main clip selection list to decide the next step. From that list, you are presented with 3 clear and distinct export paths for your newly created content. Path 1 is downloading the raw clip file directly so you can perform further, more complex polishing offline. Path 2 involves exporting a complete project file, allowing you to finish the entire batch editing process within advanced software. And Path 3 is utilizing the built-in scheduling functionality to publish the clip straight to your social media channels. This native scheduling feature is where Vizard truly distinguishes itself from many other similar tools on the market. Unlike competitors, the scheduler isn't just a simple post at this specific time function. Instead, you get to set a desired posting cadence, essentially how frequently you want content to go live automatically. Vizard will then intelligently queue those selected clips into a structured, manageable content calendar for you. You maintain full control to preview the calendar, reorder any posts, adjust captions, and even set unique aspect ratios per platform. Compare that to some other services that either mandate manual posting every single time or hit you with high fees for scheduling access. Having this integrated content calendar that manages, modifies, and publishes everything in one central place saves a truly staggering amount of time. Once your clips are successfully scheduled, you can either let the system run on autopilot or manually push specific high-priority ones live. I personally prefer a hybrid approach, letting the AI handle the easy daily filler posts automatically. But I reserve the top-tier, high-impact clips for a final hands-on review of captions and thumbnail tweaks. The option to export everything to professional tools also provides an excellent pathway for future scaling needs. For instance, you can use raw clips for fast posting while using exported timelines for those more intensive batch polishing sessions later. This entire workflow is fundamentally important because creators consistently struggle with maintaining content consistency. Recording that long-form content is often the enjoyable part. Turning those hours into promotional assets is the absolute grind. Vizard completely flips that demanding script by converting one recording into a sustainable, ongoing stream of fresh promotional material. This consistent visibility is precisely how you stay top of mind with your audience over time. If you're worried this process might sound like a robot taking over your social voice, please take a moment to relax. The voice and personality in those clips remain authentically yours because the core source material is your actual content. Vizard is simply acting as the hyper-efficient assistant that speeds up the most tedious, boring, and time-consuming parts of your day. It handles the trimming, the captioning, the layout decisions, B-roll integration, and the scheduling overhead. You remain in complete command, deciding which clips are worthy, tweaking the final text, and setting the overall brand tone. The entire goal is to make the back-end operation 10 times faster so your creative energy focuses where it truly matters. All right, that concludes the initial tour of this fantastic content scaling workflow for your podcast. If you are eager to give this a try, that free trial link is waiting for you in the description below this video. I highly encourage you to import one of your own episodes and set the generation length to 10 minutes immediately. Select your favorite caption style, and then just wait to see how many usable, high-potential clips the AI delivers back to you. In the vast majority of cases, you will immediately walk away with enough content to fully cover several weeks of consistent posting. Next, head over to that content calendar, define your desired posting cadence, and let the AI take over the heavy lifting for distribution. I promise to keep exploring and testing those deeper, more advanced settings that I skipped today to keep this introductory overview quick and practical. But this comprehensive guide should give you everything necessary to get started right now and genuinely scale up your podcast promotion efforts. Go try out Vizard, experiment with that scheduling engine and the content calendar features. You will very quickly grasp how one single episode can fuel significantly more audience engagement across all your platforms. Thank you so much for watching this walkthrough, and I will catch you all in the very next video.